This video will be showing how and where to palpate the muscles of the hip joint and the pelvic girdle. Give me just a minute to get the camera angle set up. I'm not going to really see much of my head in this video because of where it's at, but that's okay because we don't need the upper body to show this. We're going to start with the sartorius muscle. It's approximately just medial to the tensor fascia latae, not latte, latae, and it's palpated superficially. It starts right here, the edge of the pelvic rim, and it runs all the way down to the inside of the knee. Next would be the gracilis muscle, the thin superficial tendon on the anterior medial thigh. And it's done with knee flexion, which is that right there, and resisted adduction, which is going to be squeezing in some resistance to it. And the gracilis muscle is found running from the bottom of the pelvis, and it runs down all the way to the inside of the leg, down around to the bottom part of the knee. Next will be the gluteus maximus, and this muscle will be palpated running downward and laterally between the posterior iliac crest. The gluteus maximus can be found running from right and here. It goes all the way down and it crosses over all the way to here and runs all through there. The gluteus medius can be found running along the backside of your pelvic bone. Kind of hard to get to because the gluteus maximus is in the way. It's slightly in front and a few inches above the greater trochanter. The gluteus minimus is deep to the gluteus medius. It's running just below that gluteus medius, about right there, also underneath the gluteus maximus. Excuse me. The biceps femoris, posterior lateral aspect of the distal thigh, with combined knee flexion and external rotation. So here we see it. It starts here and it runs down and it kind of comes back up onto the femur right there. But it runs all the way down and goes to the outside of the knee. Excuse me again. The rectus femoris runs straight down the anterior thigh. Oh, excuse me. And it can be found, you palpate it, it just runs right down here. The semimembranosus is found, it's largely covered by other muscles felt at posteromedial aspect of the knee, and if we find it, it runs about right, and here it starts up here as well, runs down, comes down to the inside of the knee. The semitendinosus, posterior medial aspect of the distal thigh, and it kind of runs alongside, almost just with that semimembranosus, and it also comes down to the inside of the knee as well. The adductor magnus can be found on the medial aspect of the thigh between the gracilis and the medial hamstrings, and we see that starts right in here, runs over down halfway the femur, and it'll come back down to the inside of the knee. The next one that we'll do is the adductor longus. This muscle starts at the bottom of the pelvic rim right there, and it runs just to the inside of that femur, just about right in there. It's approximately on the anterior medial thigh, just inferior to the pubic bone. The adductor brevis, this will be our last one, is deep to the adductor longus and superficial to the adductor mangus. And this one is kind of similar to the longus. It runs from about right in here. And it also goes just to the femur right there. That's it.